3v3 Angel Gate. Blue team is Rosconocerous as a Plague Champion. Fights range by default. Can be pretty nasty in melee though. Also has support and can put down turrets. Alongside Mogrim as a Techmarine. Fights range. Does pretty nice damage. Can also put down turrets and relay beacons, but you rarely see those things. Rounding out the blue team we have FuzzySpuz as a Eldar Warlock offensive commander. That's pretty quick. Has some offensive spells too. Usually fights melee though. Lolicon on the red team as a Chaos Lord. Big tanky melee commander. Bashes through cover and is immune to suppression. And we have a name that I can't read because I can't display the characters in the game, so I'll just call him Red Warlock. And we have Red Apothecary, support commander, can heal, fights in melee by default. We have Banshees moving in from FuzzySpuz, taking loads of damage here. I think they're going to go down. Not the best start for the blue team. FuzzySpuz loses his Banshees right off the bat. Looks like it's going to be Plague Champion versus Chaos Lord at the top. Rosconocerous is busy capping up though. Mogrim has sent his scouts ahead to cap. Very quick unit. We see Corn Worship boosting the speed of the Chaos Lord from Lolicon's Heretics. He's gone for double CSM. These are idle though. Red team capping up the bottom after FuzzySpuz was forced off. Looks like Mogrim is not going to help him out at bottom. He is pushing mid with some Chaos Space Marines and the Plague Champion. Pretty good tactic on this map is to leave the bottom and push across the middle of the map until late game, then take the bottom back. We'll see how it goes. We have grenade launchers on Lolicon's Heretics straight away. Good garrison counter, forcing those scouts out of the building and off the field. Chaos Space Marines forced off for Lolicon also. Chaos Lord getting into melee with the Techmarine. That's a special attack which misses. Early lead for blue since they took the top so quickly with the scouts. Getting their naturals decapped though. FuzzySpuz in a bad way at the bottom. Got some more Banshees to replace the ones he lost. Very quick melee infantry with power weapons. Bad news for Marines. That's their war shout and then they are forced off. Aspect of Banshee giving them that shout, suppressing those Marines. 471 plays 418 triple cap for red. Bad start for blue then. They tried to push the center but have been forced off. Not completely though. Rosconocerous has Nurgle worshipping heretics and 2 Chaos Space Marine models. We're going to try and decap this wreck point. These heretics should be bashing power or decapping this or something. Not only are the CSM not in range anymore, they only have 2 members, so they're already at full health. They are finally out of worship, not doing much else. Red's moving out, going to try and defend this natural power which the Plague Champion has taken thanks to a Bile Spewer. Fantastic at groups of light infantry and taking out generators. He does need to get pretty close to use it though, and he's not the toughest commander by default. Chaos Lord moving in, trying to take back this power node. Now moving into heretics who are rushing in without their aspiring champion. Doom Blast are going to be forced off here. Lucky to get away, which they might not. Red Warlock is chasing them. Red Apothecary is still dominating the bottom against FuzzySpuz. 5 generators the red team have down here, which is pretty risky. They're easily taking back the by the blue team. You see how close the bases are to these bottom power points. Scout snipers on the field for Mogrim. Double scout snipers in fact. Long range, high burst damage. Won't do much against the generator though. Reds finally can take back this power. Standing around a bit, need to be a bit more mobile here. Fleet the Warlock over to cap this. Maybe they expect a Plague Champion turret to be waiting. Rosconocerous goes to tier 2 first. Very light tier 1 for him. Bile Spewer I think was the only power expenditure. Blues take their natural VP back. 385 plays 4-1-2, 2-1 cap for them. Reds pushing the top VP hard, unopposed. Still lots of fighting going on at the bottom. We have Flamer Tactical Marines forcing off Guardians. Shuriken Cannon on the field for FuzzySpuz. Looks like he lost his Banshees again. Very rocky start for them. Shuriken Cannon now hitting these Marines at close range, forcing them off. Bile Spewer, Plague Champion will make short work of this node. Bottom one has already gone down. That's a lot of generators built for red team, and they're going to lose them all here, I think. I don't think the Apothecary can stand against this stuff by himself. Certainly not up to level 2. Blood Crusher on the way for Rosconocerous as a quick Blood Crusher. Reds have no AV at all. Assault Marines on the way for the red Apothecary. Reds now hitting this blue power farm. Blues making their way to defend. Are they? No, they're going to shoot at some heretics. I think they're going to lose this power here. Triple Guardians for the red Warlock, all with their battle equipment. That's going to be a nasty grenade spike. Light infantry do pretty high damage at range, but they're very, very fragile. Here comes the Plague Champion with his Bile Spewer. Shuriken Cannon trying to take out a model of these tacticals. Looks like they're going to get away. Bile Spewer, I feel, rather gimps the Plague Champion in tier 2. Lots of powerful stuff on the field, and he still needs to get close. The CSM should retreat. There goes one member. Grenade doesn't really hit. Mogrim backing off. Bottom is turning red again thanks to these Blood Raven Marines for the red Apothecary. Shuriken Cannon forced off. Reds don't really have an answer for this Blood Crusher here. And Rosconocerous is getting a second. Lolicon getting Bloodletters in response, perhaps. Bloodletters would make short work of a Blood Crusher in melee. Charge. Stopped dead by the immovable Chaos Lord. Full retreat now for Lolicon. Blood Crusher might chase this Chaos Lord into base, try and finish him off. Techmarine helping out with some bolter shots. Reds have taken top. Not sure where the red Warlock is going here. He's following the Blood Crusher back to base. Can't do anything to it. No war gear for the Warlock, still level 1. Red Apothecary is level 2, no war gear, no war gear. Very... oh, the Warlock has the Immolator for FuzzySpuz. Techmarine takes top. Double Blood Crushers then. Here come Bloodletters. Hugely powerful in terms of damage melee infantry that are demons. Heretics are not worshipping them here. They should be, because they're going to lose members to double Blood Crushers. Might in fact wipe and do. Big mistake by Lolicon. Doesn't worship with these heretics. Red Warlock levels up to 2 in melee with the Blood Crusher, not where he wants to be. Immolator doesn't do anything to vehicles. Warp Spiders on the field for the red Warlock though. Has preserved these units well going into tier 2. Red Apothecary finally hit going tier 2 after double scouts with shotguns, flame attacks and assault marines. Huge power expenditure. Warp Spiders in melee with the sniper scouts, stopping them from firing, but they are forced off. These double Blood Crushers from Rosconocerous causing huge problems early in tier 2. Chaos Dreadnought on the way for Lolicon. These Guardians have no answer for the Blood Crusher, but they do force off the scouts. Dreadnought on the field for Mogrim to support these Blood Crushers. Walker for Space Marine starts off in melee. Inspires nearby allies to do more damage whenever it kills something in melee. Can get ranged weapons, but it loses its inspire ability if it does. Huge Hammer of the Emperor on those heretics, gonna wipe them, and does. Chaos Lord just got away. Blood Crusher might be trying to chase him into base. gets haywire for its trouble, thanks to the aspect of Warp Spider. Now taking range damage. They teleport out, very high damage to infantry. Not much versus vehicles though, apart from the haywire grenade of course. Warlock now chasing the Blood Crusher. Getting the Merciless Switchblade. Blood Crusher taking tons of fire in base. None of this stuff can really hurt it though. But here we see a Dreadnought with the Mark of Khorne, turning it into a very powerful melee walker. Wraithguard on the way for FuzzySpuz. Bottom is now all red. Apothecary just camping it. More Banshees on the field for Spuz, his third squad of them. And they almost wipe again. Assault Marines might be able to finish him here. No, they go after the Shurikens instead. That's a mistake. FuzzySpuz putting down his Immolate. Now in melee with scouts. These scouts are idle. Red Apothecary is forced off. Tactical Marines have plasma guns. Wraithguard in there. Wraithguard do friendly fire. Hugely powerful artillery unit that don't need to set up, though they are very slow moving and pathetic in melee. Blood Crushers still causing problems for the red team. Khorne Dreadnought just took out Mogrim's Dreadnought, I think. With Blood Rage ability, it can't really stand against the Khorne Dreadnought. 338 plays 175 after a shaky start. The Blues have pushed back the Reds completely, though they have taken a lot of losses while they've done it. Chaos Space Marines with Eternal War, Mark of Tzeentch and their aspiring champion are no joke from range. Not sure what those Warp Spiders are trying to do. In retreat now, 338 plays 160. Red Warlock decapping the top. Mogrim goes tier 3, perhaps for a Venerable, since he's floating insane amounts of requisition, over 1300 requisition. Rosconocerous floating over 1000. Can't produce any units of course while he's teching up. Assault Marines with their Sergeant are level 2. Apothecary has Armour of the Apothecarian and his improved medical equipment. Double Blood Crushers trying to push the Reds off this top VP. Guardians forced off though. Reds are taking Blues natural here. Khorne Dreadnought standing watch. Wraithguard will do a lot of damage to it if they can hit it, but they can't really hit moving targets very well. Really don't want to get into melee with this Dreadnought. Dreadnought backing off, could have gone in there. Warp Spiders on the way for FuzzySpuz. Blues are taking the top VP for a 2-to-1 red cap. Tactical Marines taking back the Red's natural, Blues natural, sorry. Blood Crushers got Melter Bombed or Haywired I think. There goes Immolate on these tacks. They should be able to tough it out. There's a Melter Bomb on that Blood Crusher. It's going to go down surely. Down it goes to the Dreadnought. This other Blood Crusher's in big trouble. Trying to take out the Apothecary, who pops advanced healing. Healing all of this infantry, amazing ability. The Khorne Dreadnought goes down to the Wraithguard. This Blood Crusher's still alive. And it's going to get away, I think. With 7 hit points. Ouch, loads of plasma grenades. Forcing off Wraithguard and Guardians and Tactical Marines. Red's pushing back then. 289 plays 135. See this webway gate up here from the Red Warlock. Here we see a call in. Is that the Venerable? It is. Called in from Mogrim, unique unit to the Techmarine. Walker vehicle, hugely powerful in melee. Also inspires nearby troops when it kills something. Also have a Predator on the field for Mogrim. Haywire grenade on the Venerable, slowing its speed dramatically. Rosconocerous lost everything apart from Chaos Space Marines, who are forced off by Bloodletters, now getting a great unclean one out. Chaos Lord takes the top. Bloodletters capping Reg Natural back. Armor of the Apothecary, and again healing all of this stuff. You see it slows down the Apothecary when he uses it. Ouch, tons of losses though, even with advanced healing going. Very overeager with his tactical marines there, taking Wraithguard shots. And a Shuriken Cannon to the face. Bloodletters teleport in on this haywired Venerable. It's helped out though by the tank. More Chaos Space Marines for Rosconocerous, and a third using all of that requisition. Mogrim still floating over 1,000 requisition here. Could get 2 squads of tactical marines. Could get a librarian, could get a Razorback. Not getting anything. Still has those sniper scouts up to level 3. Warlock trying to take Red's natural, but Red Warlock is knocking it back with the Merciless Switchblades ranged attack. Load of Guardians gonna get hammered in their face. Drop a bunch of grenades, take out one attack, then forced off. Dreadnought taking out 2 or 3 members of each hit. Walkers of course do splash damage in melee. Warlock, Red Warlock forced off. Here come Plague Marines from Lolicon. They got a hit off on the Dreadnought, which is why it's slowed down. Bloodletters teleporting to get rear arm hits on this Predator. This is dangerous. Mogrim taking a while to notice, can't really move it. It's going to go down here, and does. Scouts try to repair it. Bloodletters then phase out so they can get out with impunity. Haywire Grenade and Plague Marine missiles coming in on this Dreadnought. There's a Melter Bomb. Warlock trying his best to tie up these Plague Marines so they can't fire their missile. The Venerable now in melee with the... and does go down. Pops his Stoicism ability, which happens when it dies. Has now 10 seconds of boosted damage. Don't think it's going to be able to do much with it. Here is the great unclean one for Rosconocerous. Blues completely pushing back the red team here. Mogrim has lost nearly everything. FuzzySpuz lost a lot of stuff. They've paid for it with heavy losses, but they have pushed back the red team. Great unclean one in single combat with the Chaos Lord here. Guardians forced off, Bloodletters coming to melee him. Chaos Lord needs to be careful. Almost goes down, one more swipe might do it, just gets away. 4 hit points. Falcon on the field for the Red Warlock, who has done a fantastic job preserving his units. Mogrim has another Predator on the field. A big mistake with Plague Marines, Bloodletters, Terminators, Melter Bombs, Haywire Grenades. Not sure that was a very good choice. Great unclean one taking tons of damage here, and is haywired, which will slow it down. And there's a Imperial Abyss on the red base. Not sure what it took out. I think it was largely dodged. 240 phase 22. Blues do have the VP advantage, but they've lost so many units pushing the Reds back. Great and clean one vomits on staff. Armor of the Apothecary, and again going off from the Apothecary. Great and clean one dies. It will explode on death, which is why all those things are running away. Assault Marines jumping the Wraith Guard. They are forced to retreat, get healed when the Great Unclean One explodes since they're allies. Bloodletter's now catching them in retreat. Predator goes down, is out of control and blows up. 222 plays 22. Terminators have their assault cannon already level 2 for the Red Apothecary. Mogrim only has scouts remaining with the sniper rifle. Rosconocerous has a couple of Chaos Space Marines. Mark of Zinch on both. Wraith Guard for FuzzySpuz. At the top it's red pushing back, trying to take this top VP. Mogrim is capping it, knocked back by the Falcon, doesn't stop his cap. Rosconocerous putting down a turret. Techmarine taken out, didn't even need those 2 grenades. Here's a Noxious Cloud from Rosconocerous. Huge damage to that light infantry Guardians, not forces them off. Webway Gate used by Tzeentch Marines, forced off by very scary Terminators. Huge mistake by Mogrim rebuying himself when both of his allies were trying to revive him. Tactical Marines are going to cap this VP under fire from the turret. Plague Marines, of course, do not get, well, they do get suppressed, but it doesn't affect their rate of fire. Much like the Plague Champion, in fact. Blues have lost so much stuff. I don't see how Reds can not win this. 145 plays 22. Here come double CSM for Lolicon, level 2 and level 2, both with Mark of Tzeentch, Aspiring Champion and Eternal War. Terminators are level 2. Red Warlock did lose one of his Guardians, the other 2 are level 3, and that Autarch died ridiculously quick. They have no chance. There's Ethereal Slash from Red Warlock, also has his Providence. Armor of the Apothecary used fantastically well in this game by the Red Apothecary. Blues didn't force him down. I don't ever remember him being mass targeted. Chaos Predator on the way for Rosconocerous, but this is all over for Blue. Reds now decapping their natural. Snipers taking pot shots at the Bloodletters. Blues did decap the north. Reds not really paying attention, should have left something up there. Chaos Predator is on the field, not moving. Tier 3 for Lolicon. He'll be able to drop an Imperial Abyss. Has over 700. Red Warlock dies. FuzzySpuz, that is. Rosconocerous forced off, fully kitted out his Plague Champion with fetid armor and mucus discharge. There's an orbital bombardment from Mogrim, and it kills a Guardian squad. Mogrim still floating over 800 requisition. I guess he's just given up. FuzzySpuz getting his 4th, I think, Banshee squad. Really needs to work on his Banshee preservation. 38 plays 22 is all over and has been for a while. Reds have Blues natural and are camping it with the Apothecary. Level 9 now. Had a fantastic game. Missile launcher hits and more Terminators on the field for Red Apothecary. Ranged again with their Storm Bolters and Power Fists. Only the Force Commander can get Assault Terminators, of course, and there's the VP counter going down. Blues pushing back the Reds hugely in tier 2, but just overextended and lost too much stuff. Reds able to easily push back and take the win. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.